let me concentrate on the aspects that might be interesting for our discussion, also from the point of view of at least partially political theory and democracy theory, which is what I've been dealing with in the recent years. So first of all, I would like to mention and highlight that there is a history of successful collaboration between Poland and Germany, and within the European Union, of course, within the NATO. There are many aspects around which this collaboration has developed. It's transnational, it's at the intergovernmental level, not so much intensive, if you know, after 2015, but beforehand, there were many examples of such collaboration. For instance, the Polish EU Council presidency of 2011, I would argue, was such an example where Poland and Germany collaborated very closely with each other and supported each other with regard to some quite satisfying outcomes after the EU Council presidency. Also, the Euromaidan issue was a case where Poland and Germany collaborated quite successfully, also at the intergovernmental level. But there are also many other examples of Polish-German cooperation. There is quite successful collaboration between the police, if you like, in Brandenburg and Saxony, and the Polish authorities. So it's transnational also at a certain level, if you like. So it doesn't have to be at the level of the top level of the governments. So there are many examples of that. But there are also some structural issues, I would argue, that hinder an effective collaboration or cooperation, if you like, between Poland and Germany. And I would like to point to two such structural issues. The first issue is what I would like to call economization of German foreign and security policy, which is a development that has been a long-term development in German foreign and security policy, which means that specific security issues or foreign policy issues are defined and framed as economic issues. And the main example of that is energy policy. Energy policy has been seen in Poland not just by the current government, but also by many previous governments as an issue of security. A security not just for the European Union, but also for countries that are adjacent. This has to be defined as a security issue because it concerns security. And the economization approach in Germany has been quite the opposite, meaning that specific aspects of energy policy in this case can be solved in a technical way, and they can be solved through collaboration, in this case with Russia, and that security issues, security conflicts that have become visible, not only recently, but also beforehand, can be approached by expanding collaboration, economic collaboration. So this is something that I would define as an economization of some aspects of foreign and security policy in Germany, and it's something of a structural nature, and the question remains how to approach that and how to solve this problem. The second aspect that I think stands in a way of more effective Polish-German cooperation in foreign and security policy is specifically currently the domestication of a foreign and security policy in Poland, specifically after 2015. So what we've witnessed with the current government or governments after 2015 is to use or apply or define interest in security and foreign policy as issues of domestic politics, and specifically party politics. And this is something of a structural nature because it kind of subordinates interest in foreign and security policy to the logic of domestic politics, but even more to what I would call party state capture in Poland. The current political system in Poland has been changing in many respects, and one of these respects is that we have been witnessing something that I would call state capture of independent institutions, with the goal to hoard or concentrate power, and with the goal, of course, to become re-elected. But it's not just the traditional logic of re-election that is typical for liberal democracies. It's the logic that changes the very nature of the political system. So this domestication of foreign and security policy has consequences, not only for the cooperation between Germany and Poland, but also for the stance and the interest formulation and decision-making in foreign and security policy in the European Union and in the NATO. So I think these two aspects, economization and domestication, are the structural problems that stand in the way of further collaboration. Not the only ones, of course. I'm just trying to pick out the main issues. And the question remains how to deal with these issues, right? How can we approach or how can we ease up further collaboration or cooperation between Poland and Germany, and how to solve, first of all, the issue of economization of German foreign and security policy. And my suggestion would be, of course, first of all, to the self-exploration of the past mistakes that have been present in the German foreign and security policy that I see only partially present. I see the debate in Germany on the mistakes of the past, on the problematic of the rapprochement vis-à-vis Russia, but I don't see oftentimes proper learning processes, if you like, or midterm learning processes. There is a lot of continuity, I would say. There is still economization of foreign and security policy. And I think it should change, or it should be modified to allow for a more sensible and efficient cooperation, not only between Germany and Poland, but also within the European Union and within NATO. The domestication of foreign and security policy of Poland is more complicated because it's closely connected to the very nature of the current political system in Poland, and it cannot be just done by discussing and deliberating. Right? Deliberation is probably not the proper tool for making certain political actors more cooperative. I don't think so. So there must be some other tools, some other instruments. In the current political climate, I think it would make sense to put more emphasis on collaboration between civil society actors and perhaps think tanks, Polish and German think tanks, to elaborate spaces and opportunities for further German-Polish collaboration, rather than leave it to the intergovernmental networks or intergovernmental relations.